a minute.
You think he's been a Skrull since then?
I don't know.
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I think he's been a Skrull since that thing hit him and he got to go.
Since he had his legs broke and shit.
I think that's when they kidnapped him. And I think he's in that.
I still go back to the blip. I feel like the blip is the one that's like.
But he didn't get blipped.
Because they got to have his body. And they got to have his body somewhere, right?
He didn't.
Say again?
They have to have his body somewhere, too,
Yeah, I
right?
think he's in that bunker with the rest of them.
Mm-hmm. That's crazy.
Because obviously they all know he's a Skrull. So they're just saving that big reveal for the end. But I guarantee you he's been stuck. The fucked up thing is, what if he's been stuck in there since the blip? It's been like 6 years.
That's what I think it is.
He's been stuck in this thing. Mm-hmm. That's fucked up. They done enslaved the black man all over again.
It's Marvel's Get Out.
This is crazy.
With the electrical lashes all up on his head, just whipping his ass. The Frames Per Second podcast.
What's going on? It's your boy Nick. I'm here with Modest Media.
Hey, what's up? How you?
I'm good, man. Kenneth B. Inge.
What up?
And Mike Seatown.
Yo.
And you're now tuned into the Frames Per Second podcast. And in this episode, we are continuing on with our weekly recaps of the new Disney Plus original series coming from Marvel Studios titled Secret Invasion, with this recap being dedicated to episode 4 titled Beloved. Rod.
Yo.
4 for 4 so far with this series?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
Even though this is like, I feel like the episodes are getting shorter and shorter.
It doesn't matter.
It doesn't affect the quality of it?
Yeah, it doesn't affect the quality of the show. It's good, man. It's like they're not trying to stretch anything out or whatever. It's just like they hit their mark and that's it. Whether it's long, you know what I'm saying, whatever. Like,
so no fat on the show so far. It's all.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like, that's a good way to put it. It's none. Like there's no filler. Like everything's important. Like every moment. Like every moment.
I agree. I think this was one of the best ones so far. We got some action, we got some drama, we got blackness. So I definitely
love that.
It's a very black show.
Yeah.
Like
but
we never seen that out of Nick out of all the stuff. You know
I understand, but when you think about it, it should be.
Mm-hmm.
It should be.
Yep. We're following Fury around.
Yeah.
So.
What about you, Mike?
I'm with you. I don't know. Yeah.
You don't know what
why this should be a black show. We've never seen that from Nick Fury ever.
I mean,
they're making it a black show,
but we've seen him on his job. So
he's still on his job. We ain't never seen Nick act this black.
He's not.
He said brother about 5 times. I've never heard of
very new.
Talking to another black man though.
He's been talking to black people.
Who?
He had fucking what's his face? Rhodey was around. Not Rhodey, the other one. Nigga Bird was around.
Exactly.
He ain't really have a
yes,
show.
he is. Nigga Bird is black.
He became black in the show, but
have we ever seen him interact with a black person?
Not
like
to this degree.
Until
this show, that's what I'm saying.
I understand what y'all are saying. We haven't seen this version of him, but what I'm in alignment with Rod is that's because he's always been in other situations where he wasn't able to kind of black it up.
We following him now. We don't really follow him like that.
If somebody followed you around, Mike,
they would not be like, this is a black show.
No, but I'm just saying.
They might though.
No, they wouldn't.
Like, oh, Mike black is right.
But I'm just saying, there's on the show Mike, or there's Mike at the job, and then there's Mike out of the job. You're like, oh, I ain't know Mike was like that.
Right.
I feel like for
I ain't never seen Mike like that before.
Hey, straight up.
I feel like for me, this is like,
who knows what Mike be doing in the private.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. Or that's some of them metal shows.
Bring the bags, bitch. Mike a whole non-vegan in his house.
God, y'all are funny. But no, I like this episode.
no,
by the way.
I like it too. But as far as like seeing this version of Nick, I feel like this is like when people first saw like Donald Glover in Atlanta. They was like, oh, I didn't realize he was this black. Like it was like, it's not like we don't assume it or we can't like fall into it, but it's just like we've never seen it.
But we know he is though in everything else.
No, we don't.
But not in
no,
this.
In everything else, we know who Sam.
You saying like in
Jackson
other
is.
movies?
But that means nothing. That means nothing. He's been playing Nick Fury for what, 12 years?
Over 10 years, yeah.
But
I think Sam Jackson was like, nah, we gonna black this shit up.
But
This
I think
is
he's
my
had
show.
little moments. I can't pinpoint him right now, but I think he's had moments of blackness.
The only one was Infinity War when he said motherfucker, but then he got
That was
cut
it.
out. That was it. That was the
was
closest
it.
we got to like, oh, this is Sam.
I'll let you know, Rod. I'm rewatching. I don't recall one in Captain Marvel, and he was in that one heavy, or a good portion of it. So I don't know. We'll see. I'll let you know.
You had to go back and watch Captain Marvel.
Yeah, I'm glad we all like it though, because this episode starts off right off basically where we left off with Gia on the ground after being shot by Gravix. But in this episode, we get more background information on what she did right before that scene. Mike, what did you think about this explanation of how Gia survived her fatal gunshot wound?
It made sense. I can't remember if we said it last week or not.
We did have a discussion. Because of the actor and et cetera, we, pretty much suspected she wasn't dead. How, we didn't really get into the details, but I don't know. It was fine, but I don't know if I felt like they were cheating.
I was about to say, you thought it was cheap?
Yeah, bro.
It was rushed. It was rushed.
I wouldn't say rush. It was like,
felt
she's
cheap.
dead, and this, but she's not dead because she did all this. Come on.
That's what I was saying. Like, I'd rather have us seen that, because it's like, how the fuck does she even know what codes to put in?
She got the scientist.
Yeah, but it's just
memory.
like, it just seems so quick. And it'd be like, how does she even know what this, like the side effects of it? I mean, she may understand what the scientist did.
Gotcha, yeah.
But like, you know what I mean? Like,
But then we wouldn't have got people that didn't see the trailers and stuff. We wouldn't have got the effect of her getting shot.
Yeah. But it
If
would
you
have hit.
show all that, you were like, oh yeah, she's gonna survive because she did everything.
Yeah, I know.
I agree.
It's just, I don't know.
Got you.
we then go to a flashback right after seeing guy wake up from her gunshot wound, back to Paris in 2012, and we see once again Nick Fury walking into a bar to meet up with Vera. Ken, do you like seeing them together as a couple?
What kind of question?
Nah, I mean, it doesn't really do much for me.
Rob, why do you think they keep on showing us their history together?
I don't know if it's just if their history together is just more so like how long this scroll situation has been going on, I guess, in general, and how it's affected different things. And I think like her conversation was important because it aligns with, him trying to save, like she said, like people, that need to be saved. Like the world, the country or whatever. Or the world, yeah.
And Mike, going off the last episode, how that ended, did you feel like they were just kind of queuing us up for like a big betrayal to show us like how close they were throughout these years?
Yeah, and that was a little bit of a disappointment. I was almost hoping she was gonna try to like kill him or whatever, but yeah, I don't really care about their relationship. I mean, she doesn't interest me. She's in blackface, so it's weird. I don't know. I don't really care that much.
So I was gonna ask you, like, did you even care about? Because we quickly jumped to that next scene where she's in the church listening to the choir, and Rhodey pull up on her, and they have an interesting conversation, which I thought was like that cemented that Rhodey's obviously a Skrull, and he ain't. But it's not Gravix, it's somebody else.
Yeah.
Why do you keep calling him Gravix?
Because you call them all kind of names. But
What is his name?
I think it's just Gravik.
Yeah.
But you keep making multiple ones.
Because I don't like his name. I feel like he could
I like his name.
He could have a better villain name.
I don't
Gravik.
know. I think Graphic is a good one.
Sound
I like it.
Grovel. It sounds like he ain't really worth shit.
It sounds like grovel because you said it that way.
But I like their chemistry though. I think I'm on the opposite end of Mike.
With
Vera,
Vera
the black.
and Nick.
Yeah, I like when they're in the scene together.
I hope she dies at some point. He has to like get really mad and there's like a big revenge thing. Because I'm kind of just sick of seeing her at this point.
Really? Why? You don't want to see black women?
I want to see an interesting black woman. She's
She
not
is
interesting.
interesting. She
Not
is very
really.
interesting. the way she speaks and everything. I think
were you interested in her?
She speaks well, and she's so.
No, it's just the way
she's so well spoken. I mean, gosh,
it's just the way she
the way she enunciates.
she presents it. I don't know. It's just something about her character. It's just very strong.
Did that make you more interested in seeing that scene with her and Rhodey at the church, like in her character?
I don't particularly care. That wasn't enough for me. It's more about her and Nick Fury's chemistry.
Mm-hmm.
This is like, when they are in the scene together, it is pretty impactful, I think, personally.
She didn't have to talk about her man like that though.
Yeah,
What you mean?
To Rhodey.
She did.
I don't know, man. You think she said that
was
to
smart.
save his life?
Yes.
I don't know, bro.
She wanted Rhodey to leave him
She was
alone.
like, man, he broken. He ain't shit since he came back from the blip. You know, it's just
sense.
like,
I love Rhodey's response. He's like, "Look, you keep telling me what you ain't gonna do.
And I'm gonna tell you what I'm gonna do.
Hey, I was like,
Now, that's a black man right there, bro. Keep talking this shit. I'm about to show you what I can do. Fuck around and find out.
Hey, I was like, I'm fucking around back on Scroll Rhodey side. That nigga, hey, he be having no
come
more
on,
liners.
bro.
Nah, he's tight. He the blackest scroll there is.
Come on, yo.
I was born for this.
Or she.
Huh?
I said, or she. It
Yeah, I think,
Oh,
I think
it
it was
did.
probably was.
Yeah. Well, it is she?
Yeah.
We then see Fury head back to Vera's crib, and they have a conversation. Rod, was it interesting for you to learn about how Vera chose the body she got while they were at that dinner table?
It was kind of interesting. Like I said, I like her character when she's on screen, and I like her explanation. Like, just the way she says things. I don't know. It's impactful.
Did you think that Fury was gonna kill her?
Man, yeah, I actually did, but that line he told her, bro,
Which one? He said a couple lines.
when he said she was the worst mistake he ever made,
I was like, damn.
I was like, yo, like that was some wild ass shit,
But he
bro.
kind of cleaned it up because he said,
He said, out of all the mistakes and stuff I've ever done, you are the worst one.
"It's true."
It's true, but damn.
But Mike, didn't he say like, "But I don't know if I would have done anything different"?
He definitely said that. No, I mean, I don't think he just left it as you're this huge mistake and that was it. He said right after that, I wouldn't do anything differently. And I get what he meant. He didn't know if she was going to kill him or not. So he was basically saying the one person that I actually really trusted in a different way, she betrayed me. It made sense. I think this entire scene from the second they showed the door until the end was beautiful.
Yeah, I fucked with that.
Absolutely beautiful. The way she walked in and they had the masks in the back.
Yeah, I noticed
was
the
just fucking chef's kiss.
Yeah.
So good. And that whole entire dialogue between the two was so well done. I still don't find her interesting, but I think this scene itself.
Is it the
was
actor or is
interesting.
it?
No. She's a great actress.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I'm not shitting on her. I think she's a great actress, and she's not like a Reva or anything weird. It's just a matter of I don't care to see anything else between them two.
Gotcha.
So he was fine with her killing him?
That's what it seemed like. I couldn't figure out if that scene was supposed to represent he's fine with her killing him, or if it was supposed to represent he really didn't think she'd actually do it.
Yeah, I
But
couldn't.
I'm not
figure it
really
out
sure.
either.
I think it was more he was willing to risk that she could kill me, but I'm not going to kill her.
That's what I took it as too. But then that seemed like that would be kind of stupid.
Yeah.
Because this is the fate of the entire world, and you're leaving it on this fucking black scroll.
Yeah.
That
doing
you
it for
just
love.
said you just told her you a mistake.
Right.
doing
Yeah,
it-
you just hyped her up to kill you.
Yeah.
You don't say that shit to a
bro.
black
You don't know
woman.
how she gonna react.
It's out of love.
Fuck
man.
that shit.
All right.
I wish you would go home and tell your black
go ahead
girlfriend
and find-
you're the biggest
you try
mistake
that
I
shit.
ever made.
Try that shit, Nick.
You gonna die, Nick.
First of all,
It ain't shit you can do to clean it up, bro.
Nothing.
Nick, no, he can only get away with the scrolls with this shit. The way he talked to Talos and
Oh, you right. 'Cause he's like, she's not really black. You're right, Nick.
They don't know how this lingo really go. He
Yeah.
just be saying whatever you want and walk out.
That
Yeah,
shit
because
was
the one that's in the sea, she would have.
Yeah. The one that died
Yeah.
from some years back, got buried in the sea.
Yeah, she would have had a different reaction, bro.
You'd have got that bullet.
Oh, man, I thought the third option she was gonna say is like, don't sign a prenup. Take all that nigga money.
Oh, man. I don't even know why she asked him that stupid ass question.
I don't either.
That shit didn't make no sense. since it was not necessary.
That was a woman question though.
The fuck it was.
It was some trap. That's a trap.
That's a trap question.
Yeah, that's
and he played it right. I guess we'll never know. He walked up the door and said, "Hell nah, bitch. What the fuck? I've seen the rest of y'all.
You seen how I took my ring off?
Right, every time. Your ugly ass. What the hell?
The crazy thing, she ugly, but she could be gorgeous at any given time.
At any given time, but.
We then see that Gravity isn't playing Rhodey, like I assume, but it's actually one of his disciples. And Fury is ready to bring them into the light as we jump into the next scene where Roddy were talking about how we see the female Skrull is taking a shower, doing, lavender herself up. Then she has to turn right back to Rhodey. You can kind of see in her face as Rhodey, like, I don't even want to be this nigga, but I got to do it for the mission. What did you think about this scene between Nick and Don Cheadle once again?
This one felt a little extra than before. I don't know. The back and forth lingo just sounded a little too much this time.
Extra how?
Just like
So good.
The first time it was, I liked it, but this time I didn't like it as much. I didn't like it as much this time.
It felt too black, didn't it?
It felt a little too black.
Yeah, a little too black.
It's like they put a little extra sauce on it. It was like you could have taken some of the sauce off, But at this point, I feel like he's really playing into it. Maybe I kind of read it like that Fury's really playing into it at this point. Like, I don't know.
To see what kind of mistakes this person makes?
Well, I loved it. And I also kind of, to the extra sauce, was wondering if he was like being a little bit extra because
That's
he
what
know that Rhodey's not really black and a Skrull, so he was just kind of playing,
making him do it, kind of do it.
Yeah. Even though Rhodey's not gonna really go extra black because he already proven that he's like a Skrull. But well, I think the other thing we didn't really Nick go into the fact that you thought Samuel Jackson was off his game, bro.
I was about to say that.
I mean,
That's a good point. Like, let me show you how off my game I am. I'm fucking with you, and you don't even know it.
you say that after we come after the scene where his wife was like, we're going off the strength of love that she was going to
I'm talking about the fact that he planted a bug on her and he suspected her, and he was
I've been saying
prepared.
that.
I mean, that's
I've been saying it too. We told you from the very beginning.
He's doing the least that Nick Fury
That
can
is
do.
not true,
That is
Nick.
not the-
This whole show,
Lord.
I'm going on this cliff. I'm the only one. This whole show is about how he fucked up letting the Skrulls in. They took it. He gave him an inch. They took a mile.
That is true.
He also fucked up.
That's when he was younger, but go ahead.
He also fucked up by teaching them how to be spies. So
When
now
he
they
was
know
younger,
how to do
okay.
all this shit.
I don't think he fucked up there.
And then we realized from Talos' mouth himself, like most of the shit that Nick's get praised for really was off the strength of the Skrulls. Not to say he wasn't a good strategist, but it's like a lot of the information that the Shield at the time thought about was like, oh, Nick is really doing.
What does
all
that
the
have to
work.
do with present day Nick being
I'm
off
saying
his game?
I'm building up this fact of like these are the dominoes effect of his consequences.
You making it seem like today's Nick is better than the old Nick.
No, I'm making it seem like he realizes that all the shit that I did is now coming back to bite me in the ass.
Nah, you just did a really, really good job of moving the goalpost over a little bit. Because I agree with you. But that's not what we're saying. The whole point is you've been saying from the beginning that Nick is fucked up and he's off his game. And I don't remember who else agreed, but I know I said it, and I know definitely Rod said it. I can't remember if Ken did or not.
Ken agreed with y'all too.
Okay, so it's been all three of us telling you that he's been bullshitting. He's not off his game. And this shows it. He tricked Skrull Rhodey into drinking a scanner. He bugged his wife to find out what the actual plan is. He's not off his game. He's just a little bit older.
That's it.
He showed you he wasn't off his game at the end. His motherfucking ass was running.
We gonna talk about that because quickly after Rhodey kicks Nick out once again for trying to get his job back.
I like what was the word he said? I had to look that shit up. Defeneration, something like that.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh man,
who said that?
Huh?
Who said it?
Rose
Rhodey-
did.
yeah, he said
but it
it.
means to kick out or throw somebody out of a window. I looked it up when I was like, oh, that's a word. I like that.
That just shows he ain't that black.
I like that.
But Brody never really acted like some quote unquote stereotypical black dude anyway. He just acted like a very stuck up.
Oh yeah, it's defenestrate.
Oh.
Defenestrate. Before
Like,
I
and then I already
defenestrate your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, that what he said?
Yeah.
I defenestrated your ass?
Yeah.
Yep. Yep. I was
He
like,
knew right then that wasn't fucking Rhodey. Black folks don't talk like that. Unless you're T.I.
shit, we knew it was. We should have known it was Rhodey when that fucking Don Cheadle showed up.
What?
In Iron Man 2.
Oh,
It was like,
Damn. She got them British teeth.
Oh shit.
Mike, what did you think about the scene of the Skrulls trying to kidnap the U.S. president?
This whole fucking scene was great. This whole scene was so dope. I loved it.
Show how Fury is off his game, huh?
Exactly. He knew what was going down. He was like, man, and he showed up right on time. She-Hulk, you didn't say shit about the fuck up she made.
I didn't even
but
want to review She-Hulk.
The brother, every 10 seconds, oh man, look, he fucking up. Look, he fucking up, man. I'm gonna keep it a bean. He fucking up.
All right, next episode, I ain't gonna say shit. I'm gonna ask y'all the question. I'm gonna ask y'all, Rod, is he fucking up in this?
He's gonna show y'all next episode, man. I'm telling you.
I hope so. Shit, he already ran. He may not be moving too much in the next episode. All Nick do is sit down and drink.
It took him a minute.
He been sitting down and drinking either coffee or bourbon.
It took him a minute to get to that car. I thought he was gonna have the car come to him.
I did too.
That would have been tight.
All right. Well, those are our thoughts on this episode of Secret Invasion. Please let us know what you guys think. FPS Podcast is the Reddit thread. That's also our handle for IG and Twitter. And we'll catch you on next week's episode. Yeah, peace.